So please come and sit down. Let me touch your hand. In a perfectly pleasantly harmless platonic way. 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 But I have to lay here on our couch and listen to you fuck every night. I wanna move out, I wanna move on. It's not me you're sharing your room with anymore. I wanna move out, I wanna move on. I have to lay here on our couch and listen to you fuck every night. Wanna move out, I wanna move on. It's not me. You're trying new things with behind closed doors. I wanna move out, I wanna move on. Maybe I'm not the one who tries living in a typical life, a typical life. Maybe I'm not losing my mind. I used to be the one that lost his time. And I swear that I've been deployed. Leave your bed unmade, your rent unpaid. Leave yourself alone. The soft gets loud, the sad gets proud. Old goes eventually home. Take what you love, throw it away. All that you got, don't be afraid. But I cannot leave, so I'd like to stay together.
Sorry, everybody, for the loud noise. Loud noise. 1 second. 1 second. I keep hearing myself through my microphone, and I don't really know why. Had some weird sound problems, so if y'all hear anything, definitely let me know. That loud noise was me getting the bad guys ready for today. So, we're going to start with a vanilla build. It's the only vanilla build I have. It's from Heckendiver. It is the Arc Pickaxe Combat CV. So, let me get somewhat, there we go, organized here. So, this is the Arc Pickaxe Combat CV. It is for vanilla. Let me see here. So it is tier 4 CPU. Let's see, cargo. Got 320, 322, 320K cargo. 320K container controller for ore and wood. And lots of turrets and stuff. And RCSs. Take a quick trip around. How's the game sound and everything and the voice? Everybody hear me okay? Game's still coming through? Oh, Heckendiver. Those are some big bugs, bud. Okay, now that I've gotten my laugh. Oh, I get it. Mouth. Been chewing on things. There's tongue, teeth, blood, leftovers. Alright. More LCD work. Okay. They are, aren't they? Figure out how to get into this thing. I'm guessing right here looks like a good start. Get out of God mode. Start on this bottom floor. Some passenger seats and a teleporter on a signal. Sweet. So that's This is a hurry up, get in, and let's go. It's a snake head, okay. I can get behind that. A little bit of radiation. Structures, food processor, storage, ammo, armor locker. Did I miss anything coming up? No, the rest of this is probably all armor and pew-pews, huh? Okay, well. Okay, there's some medical, O2, air station. Well, give me 1 second and we'll correct that. I probably need some armor. Where'd it go? I know I've seen one. There we go. Boom. Get some O2 so I don't die in space, so I'm full. Okay. Well. Does that seem overly loud to anybody else, the thrusters? Yeah, let me turn that down a hair more. There, that seems more manageable. Very cool looking ship. I'm assuming all of that is armor. Let's go take a peek. So thrusters, warp core, jennies, fuel, lots of lag shot, lots of little thrusters, ton of lag shot. What's in here? Big thruster, sacrificial drill module. Seems like kind of a pricey sacrificial weapon, but lots of fuel and jennies and everything spread out. Nice. Everything looks pretty well spaced. All these turrets have line of sight. All your really expensive, important explodey bits are back here. Cool. Yeah, nothing really to it other than just let's go fight stuff. Well, let's go fight stuff then. What do you say? Off to the wild blue yonder. I've been on kind of a old school J. Randall military build kick. So that's what inspired today's thing we're going to fight. There it is right there. You can see it. Nemesis battle cruiser. Just because I've been on a kick, I've been working on updating the Persis carrier. He did a YouTube video on it the other day. I did a couple more things to it, but once I get his blessing, I'll be putting that out on the workshop. So be on the lookout for it if you like the Persis. I set it up so that you can do it for Reforged or Vanilla. You got to make a couple changes in Vanilla with the CPU blocks and with taking solar panels off. And then for Reforged, to bring it in the state that it's in, you do have to have Quantum. But yeah, just a little shameless plug. With that being said, I'm out. Let me double check before I go in and make a fool of myself. Turrets. NPC, bases. CVs. Okay. We are all set. Let's go see what we can blow up. To be fair, I think we should let the shields charge all the way. I don't know why they're not charged all the way already. My shields on? Shields are on. I don't see any custom signals for power saving or anything. All my turrets are on. Okay. 82 is enough. Let's see how this goes. It may just wipe the floor with this. I don't know. Shields are gone. Oh, nice. Damage? Huh. That's neat. Shields are almost down. Shields are gone. We're not going to back out, though. We'll just keep circling. Take us a few hits. Just because I believe this thing's a tank for sure. Especially with all that Xeno lag shot in the nose. I bet we don't even have a broken tooth. I don't know if that's just lagging or... We stripped everything off of the underside yet? No, not quite yet. Kind of want to see it take a few hits to see if they've done any big changes to explosion radius, anything like that. Start sniping turrets while we're waiting on the rest of them. Oh, we're out of 30. Oh, did we core it? We must have. It ain't shooting back no more. Okay, let's see. How we looking damage-wise? We didn't even chip a tooth. And shields were down for almost that whole fight. I think we're going to have to go find something else to pick on. Yes, supposedly the update they just released for Reforged, or for, I'm sorry, Empyrean, fixes the no blast radius damage issue. That's kind of why I was waiting for that to download before I jumped on today. Was to make sure that everything's kind of the way it should be. Go find something else to pick on over here. Neither of these are moving. I'm betting they're space stations. Oh, maybe it is moving. Or is it just the Polaris moving? Alloy synthesis. Polaris. Maybe that'll be the next J. Randall military build I do, is the battle cruiser. I think it's still, with the exception of some updated block, I think it's still good for vanilla, but for Reforged it would need probably quite a bit. Nothing else, I will spawn in the Dreadlet and turn it to Xerax, and we'll take this thing up against the Dreadlet. It's like the, well, and that vehicle was one I spawned in. Fence station. So yeah, we may do that. We may bring in my little bastard child version of Vermilion's. Get, let's go out of range just a little bit. So I don't immediately start blowing the ship to pieces. Swore this had more than railguns on it. Maybe not. Turn it off so it doesn't blow yet. Sure, why not? Nope, that's not gonna work, is it? Okay. We'll give it lots of pew-pews. Alright. 1189. Okay. Where is TT 1170? Whoop, that was the wrong arc thing. Disregard. Disregard. Where'd we go? 1141. All right, we are back. Pilot seat should be somewhere right in here. There we go. Okay. Whoop. Let's go fight the Dreadlet. Eh? It's a pretty good little test of most ships. It is literally a dreadnought reduced to an SV. Did I turn on the guns? Did I not turn on the gun? I could have swore I turned on the turrets. Stop for a second. We want this to be fair. Turrets are on. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. None of the turrets that are on this in Reforged will work in vanilla. Standby for standby. We gotta find us another vessel. What should we put this up again? Let's see here. See what kind of stuff we have here. Nemesis. That's the one it went up against first, was the Nemesis battle cruiser. Don't know that that'll work in vanilla. Let's see if any of the guns are on it. Nope. See, that's the problem with so many of my builds being for Reforged, is most of the weapons that would be on them are not, don't cross over. So let's find a worthy opponent. Chimera. I think I actually... I think that one's missing most of the guns too. Let's see what this cutter... No, that's only got a few little pew-pews on it. No. Are we getting that freezing junk? Nope, we're just gonna have to find... Okay. So let's see here. Does that have any guns on it? Not really. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to up my vanilla game. Wasteland. I don't know why a bunch of my prefab isn't showing up. My core ones. Try this Nemesis. Give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen, huh? Okay. Fill. What is it? 1191. Turn all the turrets on. Turn the shield on. You get in here and do front towards enemy. Start shooting at us as we come up. Okay. Oh, I need ammo. No, I forgot about ammo. So LS 3015. $30.15. Fill all. Black, plasma, and 160. I don't remember which one of these it was. Maybe it's any of them. None of them. Okay. Plasma charge CV. There. Fill 160 and 150. And we're not going to worry about the little rifle rounds for the sentry gun. Okay. Should be good. See if this puts up a fight. See it again. Too far. There we go. Out of God mode. Into the back view. And we're off. There we go. Now we might have us a fight. Oh, that hurt. My health dropped big time. Why is my health... I have a broken bone. Why? What is going on here? Why are my bones breaking? I don't want broken bones. I don't know why I have broken bones. That's new. We'll heal up, make sure it wasn't a fluke. I have oxygen. That's odd. Yeah, that's kind of my worry. Is that there's no hole in the turret. I mean, in the cockpit. That's weird. That's very weird. Should not be taking damage inside the cockpit. Yeah, I'm taking damage inside of the cockpit. Okay, Elion. Time for another hotfix. Why are we taking damage inside of the cockpit? There's no damage to the cockpit. Yeah, right? Now instead of just the missiles exploding, you explode too. Okay, let me get into God mode. Find the seat. Yeah. No damage to this area at all. I mean, I'm hearing booms now, but... That's so weird. You can get back out of God mode, see if it happens again. Yeah, here we go. Let me go back into God mode so I can test this thing. That's obviously a bug that needs to be fixed. You should not be taking damage inside of an intact. Yeah, somebody clip that for me, please. And then send it to me. You should not be taking damage inside of an intact cockpit. I could see it if, you know, there was a hole in there or it had hit anywhere near the cockpit area. But I mean, these are hitting the nose and the turrets. They're still going for all of the sacrificial turrets up front. So, I mean, really and truly, I mean, I really hope that was not by design. Because if that was by design, there's a whole bunch of other issues. I will say, though, for a freaking CV this size, this thing is insanely maneuverable. Yeah, I've kind of run into a few already that don't excite me. I hope they get it figured out. And honestly, I think part of the biggest issue with this update... Sorry, let me turn my gain down just a little bit on the microphone. I realize I might be yelling a little bit. One of the biggest issues on this update has been that they also updated the game engine. And generally, anytime you see a game engine update, just expect yeeting ship times 10. Yeah, and you know, the coring of ships, I'm torn 50-50. I think it should be a server option, not something mandatory. Because like we've done on season 1 and 2 on the Anvil server, yeah, you could core the Heidelberg and get all the parts and pieces, but you only had a week to do it. So you better do it. And when it reset, or was it every week or every morning they reset? So get it done and move on, and then it restarts that playfield, and you're hit. I think it should have been. I think it should be a server owner or a player op if you're doing single. I don't think it's something that should just be in the game, because for so long you've given us the option to core a structure and put complete parts in the factory to get almost 100% return on investment. And now you're going to take that option away, but still only give me 50 to 60% of my return on investment. If you're going to not let us core something, then I think you need to let us collect 80 to 90% with a multi-tool to kind of even the load out. Again, I'm not a designer, I'm not a developer, I don't know how coding works. I play games. It could be that with an update to the engine or any kind of number of things, Akiva, it kind of sounds like you've been talking to Talon a little bit. Was this just, hey, we're doing this, or was this a, hey, we don't have a choice anymore kind of thing? Exactly, and I mean, I was huge on scrapping in last season. You know, that's how I was able to bring in my fully freaking Xeno'd out Dreadnought that I had. Was because I would go do the abandoned factories and all of that and just scrap every last block of it. Exactly, and I mean, I think it should still be, if you're going to not let us core something, then up the percentages of the odds of getting a full resource back. instead of 1 out of every 75, give us 1 in 10 odds of getting the full resource back. Just my opinions. Take them for what they're worth. I think this thing's dead. I think we cored it. Or no, we couldn't have cored it. It's not even shooting back anymore, though. I guess it is. A couple of guns. I think I might have found a weakness with the Nemesis, though. Looks like the turrets that are remaining can't point up enough to hit you. Well, and that's the other thing, too. So many of us find an orbit that we want to call home, clear it out, usually at significant cost, especially if there's dreadnoughts in the area, and then we put up our base. Well, that's no longer an option because now when you log back in, your base is going to be a heaping pile of rubble that was destroyed by the dreadnought that respawned. So, historically, Elion is good and bad at listening to our complaints and gripes. So I don't know where this is going to go. With servers already starting out on 1.5 and the Anvil server getting ready to come up, it's going to be interesting. And I don't want anyone to think I'm just going to gripe about it because, oh, it's hard now. It's always been challenging. But there is a point where the challenge just becomes so repetitive and so hard that it's no longer enjoyable. Like some of Vermilion POI. The guy's freaking sadistic. Now, don't get me wrong. I might have said once or twice last season that some of the POIs he made had gotten easy for him. Well, he fixed that. The abandoned bunker, I used to be able to run through and not die at all. It'd take me about 20 minutes. I'd get a bunch of Xeno, a bunch of stuff, go sell it all, made me rich quick. Not now. I just did it. It took me 4 hours to get through it. If you haven't played it yet, ton of different. But it's challenging enough that you're going to get tired of dying. But it's not so challenging where you just say, you know what, screw this. I'm not even going to mess with it. Well, so I will say this, guy. We have Prelates and Darkest going through all the server stuff right now. If anybody can figure out a way to make this work where it's going to be playable and fun at the same time, I think they will. I have faith in those guys. They've done an amazing job on the server side thus far, and I have no doubt that they'll figure out a way to make it enjoyable. With that being said, I am going to go ahead and say that I think this thing could take on a dreadnought, no issue. Okay, so Talon does plan on making some changes. Okay, well, obviously they didn't come out in this little hotfix. Yeah, the bunker is so and the assembly yard is insanity. I used to think it was bad when there were 4 or 5 spawns. Now you're looking at 25 to 30 spawns. And it's non-stop. Running through it, I did half of the bunker on my stream the other day. I streamed for about 2 hours and didn't even make it into the tunnel. So, Elmir7, thanks for that follow. I appreciate it very much. We're just kind of griping and complaining right now. Appreciate that. So, anyway, back to Heckin' Diver's build. I'm going to go ahead and say this thing's beat. We're going to do a couple more things because I want to test 1.5 out. and it's going to involve a debug. I would honestly not have any, other than the undocumented feature of getting killed in the cockpit for no apparent reason. I would say the ship itself is very worthy. I mean, just look at all the blood on it. It's obviously killed a ton of things. And the Nemesis is no joke. I mean, it's not a dreadnought, but it's no joke. There's a lot of guns on it. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one good as far as if you need a in-game combat CV. I mean, I don't even think we lost. We didn't lose any of the guns back there. It didn't do through the nose at all. So, I mean, I think you could tank a dreadnought and be perfectly fine. So, I just want to test out a couple of things. Sorry, heckin', yours is just what I had, so this is what we're going with. Test this out. What am I? I have a tiny 10-month-old stalker at my door. Doesn't. Okay, so I want to test. Do it on turret first. Do this. Turn the shields off like they went down. Let's test it out on a turret. Thank you, Akiva. I appreciate it. That lagger did it. That's off. I'm falling in space. Oh, gravity and games, you're so... Yeah, okay, something's weird there. Something is weird. Nothing's blowing. Like it's blowing, but it's not blowing. Let's science this real quick. Do we still have a warp core? No, we do not. But it's still sitting there showing. And that's why we do this. Your ships won't run away from you, but they also won't lose parts. Now what I wonder, let's see something. Let's test this out. Can we use this to our advantage? We have 116 meters a second squared of... No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 116 forward thrust. So let's take out all of these rear thrusters and see if that goes away. Because if not, that's a true exploit that someone could use. Because if not, that's an exploit that could be used and they might be more likely to patch. Yep, I can still roll forward. Thrusters. Guess they're still thrusters, so let me turn all these. Am I wrong on that? Yeah. I'm still moving. Let's try relog. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Okay, so I can... Okay. So... These should be... Yeah, these should be my forward thrusters, but I can still move forward just fine. And they're all off. Look, all of my forward thrusters. Here, we'll just turn all the thrusters off and see if I can still move. Because I debugged gun all of these 4 rear thrusters. So I should not be able to move forward. Okay, with them all turned off, I can't. They're still showing as on. So here's another bug. Okay, let me turn the thrusters back on. Oops. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try next. So, okay. Let me try going out. Be right back. I'm going to log out, try and log back in. See if by chance this fixes it. Maybe it's just a single player. Bleh, who knows? Okay. Play. So this save, I literally downloaded the hotfix that just came out and then created this new save. So this isn't a pre update they put out today save game. This was literally created at 4:46 today after I downloaded it. Because I wanted, I really truly, guys, I take this very seriously. When I test y'all's builds, I want to push them to the extreme. I want to see what they are capable of in a testing environment where I'm not concerned with having to rebuild them. I want to take them up against things that you don't know if they can beat. And I want to test the game itself. I want to be able to help these developers because I love this. I fell in love with it. Well, I can't say from the first time I played it because the first time I played it, it was horrible, and I didn't play it again for like 4 years. But in the last few years, I love this game, and I want it to be the best game out there. Okay, Akiva. We'll send him. If somebody clipped that, we'll make sure we get it sent to him and everything, and at least maybe give him a direction, and then I'll do some bug reporting as well if you guys want to. Relogged. Let's see. Okay, so those 4 thrusters in the back are gone. So it might have just been a log issue. That thruster up there is gone. Okay. So now we're showing a little bit of damage. You can see along the hole right here, there's some damage state now that was not there before. Okay, so maybe it was just a relog issue. But still, I think an issue nonetheless. So what I want to do, we'll go over to... No, I'm not in God mode or anything like that. I want to go over to one of these little Xerox OPV and see if I still get shot out of the cockpit after a reload. Because that could be a very, very real issue. And like I said, guys, they did a game engine update as well. So game engine updates never come without significant. And I wish that wasn't the case. I mean, you can find top tier games that when they do a engine update, it's going to have some kind of issue. Now, I will say with top tier games, they probably have 100 staff working for them that can, boom, it's fixed. Elion, not so much, and we all kind of know their backstory and everything involved. I won't get into that. I think they will do everything in their power to get all of these issues fixed. I think we all knew issues were coming. We just didn't know what. Has it made the game unplayable? Possibly. Does it mean I'm not going to play it? No. That just means I have time in creative mode to finish everything up before season 3. I don't really know how to build for season 3 yet. I'm kind of waiting to figure that out. I've kind of played a little bit of single player, but nothing ship combat related. It's all been legitimate playthrough type stuff with a starter CV and running from everything that's red. And apparently you start unfriendly with the pirates now and all of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, at the end of the day, please fix. Yeah, and that's where I'm going to leave that, is please fix it. You shouldn't be getting shot out of your cockpit without a legitimate reason. I can fully understand if there's a giant hole in my cockpit or I have glass window. By all means, I should get blown out of my cockpit, just like a little SV or HV. You gonna shoot back at me, please? Like, see if I get shot at. Nope, you're already. That didn't. Let's do this. What did I? Oh yeah. Do this. Nemesis battle. Oh, we'll just find a place to warp to, because I really want to test. Are we in? Not in. Nope. Nope. This is interesting. Like I said, I really want to do easy. We started on, or let's just go check this out early enough. Dude, I may just not waste my time building freaking CV for season 3. I might just convert this sucker to. I don't have warp. Oh yeah, I blew the warp drive. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to level out the ship because for some reason in God mode, stupidity happens. Just level out the ship. We're gonna go put another warp drive in. See if we can. Okay. Now, see if we can't find something else to shoot at. Well, so after the relog, the warp drive was missing. So I'm gonna chalk that one up. Is there anything worth getting in a fight? Not at all. Okay, we're gonna have to do this the hard. Well, a little bit hard. We will bring in another nemesis and see if we get blown out of the cockpit. 4204. Go ahead, fill fuel and ammo and all of that goodness. I'm out of. Keep forgetting I logged. But, I mean, O2's on. LS 3015. Excuse me. All black, plasma 60. Sorry for all this, guys, but I really want to test this and make everything catch all this while we can. And that's what I mean. If I can just not log out and keep all of my stuff after a fight and keep fighting, then I'm invincible. Other than getting shot out of my cockpit, which makes it hard. So I mean yeah, it needs faith. Whoop. 160 and 150. So entity here back. Here. Okay. 3 on, turn off turret weapons on, exit in it, shields can come up, turn shields on. Excuse me, guys. Wow. Okay. So we have another one spawned in. We already have some damage. And if you're watching, I'll save the damage state on the ship for you and send it. Granted, I took a debug gun to some of it to see if anything would chain react. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Off the wizard. Wonderful Wizard of Zero. Shooting at me. There he goes. Okay, let's see if I get. Oh, whoop. Okay, I think I'm out of God. My health is staying pretty consistent. Although for some reason my energy is going down. Back off. Did it bring my health down any? Oh, didn't turn the shields on. If shields on makes it. We're doing science. Stop shooting. Surely we did for it, right? Apparently we did. Go throw a admin for it. So now we have an admin port. It should not. Just die from pouring. Yeah, my health is going down significantly. 180. Take some meds. We'll let it come back up, see if it happens again. At this point, I'm just going to say that, Heckendiver's ship is, which I have a debug gun, it's pretty invulnerable. Health is still on the mend. I really hope this was just a... But I mean, if it's a relog issue, that's you shouldn't have to relog to make the game work right every time. So... Nice. Let me know what you come up with, Akiva. Shoot me a message in Discord. Private message. Because if we need to do some more testing of any type, let me know, and we can get on a server and try and test it in multiplayer as well. Yeah. Health is still staying up. Let's see if I can... I can't rep... there we go. I took some damage there. Okay. Not a lot, but a little bit. Let me make sure it wasn't a fluke. I'll put a bandage on to heal my broken leg. Yep, there we go. Damn it. In the cockpit. There's no holes in the cockpit. Temperature's fine. Radiation's fine. So, yeah. Oops. I'm taking damage for no reason. Hang on just a sec. I realize that I'm gonna have to do some tweaking on my OBS. Let me know. Can you guys? Yeah, you can see it. Okay, I just can't. There it goes. I had a weird thing where I couldn't see temp and radiation in OBS. But yeah, I mean, it's not. There we go. Now we're actually taking some damage. This is sitting here tanking with this thing, so I mean, oh, see, broken leg, just sitting there, broken leg. And as you can see, the cockpit area still completely intact. So, I think this is a replicated issue. To be, even if it's minuscule, 100 points of health. None of us are going to sweat that. Unless we're inside of a fully armored cockpit. And I think what it is, the blast radius got turned up for the player, maybe, but not for block. I don't know if that's a part of the game or if that's even doable. But I think that's kind of where we're at on that one. Getting your weak spot here. Yep, there we go. More damage. There we go again. Another hit. Another hit. Prove it's not my food. Let me eat a ration pack. Well, but here's my thing. If I'm taking splash damage, so should everything in this cockpit. And everything in this cockpit is not taking splash damage. You know, all of this is still intact. And when I'm not in the pilot seat, I should still be taking splash damage. And it doesn't look like I am. 3D Addict, what's going on, man? Doing alright? Sorry for the loud noise. We're doing some testing. See, do I take damage and... Oh, there we go. See, that I could see doing damage. That I can see. What did we lose? Yeah. See, now I can see damage. Now I can see it. Not before. Okay, so let's back up so we can actually hear. Okay. Now I can absolutely see me taking damage because the cockpit's been breached. See, now I see it. But no, I've not done the Doniger yet. This is Heckin' Divers for vanilla. We ran into a bug, so the testing took a little bit longer than normal. So, with that said, Akiva, if you can duplicate that, let me know. Otherwise, you know, I'll send up a bug report, but I'll put in there that it might just be a relog issue. So that was our build for vanilla. Now, let me get over here. Into boards. There we see the build names because I'm not all prepared like most people with spreadsheets, all of the fancy stuff. Okay. So again, I started this game yesterday. Let's do this. Do this. No, hang on. Yeah. Hello. We are getting into, is it Doniger or Doniger? RG soft. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Had to go refill my drink. Period stresses me out once in a while. Y'all haven't seen these. They're pretty cool. It's got a bullet in the glass. Kind of neat. Okay, let's get into Reform. I definitely love that they've updated the loading screen because the stock ones just stretched out were freaking garbage. It looked like one of those translated from 4 different languages without subtitles, but voiced over movie things. So speaking of the CV blueprint, or update your CVs with the blueprints, yada yada. Been in creative, playing around a little bit, then I got onto a survival single player. The solar panels definitely up your fuel time, but they don't show as actually providing any solar output. And you cannot, you can't put capacitors. They're not even an option. They're not even an option under CVs. But if you go under bases, there they are. So these new solar panels apparently don't need capacitors. However, if you put them on something like, here, just pause. Um, first at 2.5. Come to me, my precious. And it's dark right now, obviously. I'm on a survival game. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting working. Put some fuel in you. Fuel on me. So obviously solar, right? So right now I have 54 minutes. So if we go into they generate 125 watts in theory. They cost 500 CPUs. So this is for Reforged only. So like I said, this is the Persis carrier that J ran. I've worked on bringing it into compliance for Reforged Eden. And that's exactly it, Woozy. I think instead of adding power to your ship, they just reduce the overall consumption. Yet to be seen if they are worth the time and grind to create. That's kind of why I put some on. But yeah, like I said, this is the Persis carrier of JRAN. And I love his military build. I think they're just awesome, and I'm kind of a fanboy. So the more of them that I can preserve and keep alive, because he's building new stuff constantly. And I get it, as a builder, you don't always have time, especially with the number of builds he has done, to go back and update them. So I am more than happy to take that on. I've done the Cerberus PSB. I brought it into Reforged Eden compliance. Now I'm working on this Persis carrier. This will technically be updated for vanilla and Reforged. I have a update. Right. So yeah, I have an LCD here in the bay that explains how to do vanilla Reforged, yada yada yada. Added a bunch of cargo containers. Still working on updating to actual LCDs instead of the LCD screens. But I'm not that great at LCDs, so it's taken me a minute. This is all pretty much the same, just a couple of block changes. Very minor updates in these areas. I fixed the lounge area, so it is now airtight. So in his original build, this area was not airtight, nor was the garden. Because, or I'm not sorry, not the garden. The, like, where did it come up? Sorry guys, I'm sure you're getting busy. I think it might have been the garden. Because of a couple of blocks. Anyway, so yeah, that's just a little work in progress. I've been something to keep some of those things alive, I guess we'll say. RTG. What is RTG? I'm probably having a brain fart. I'm going to slap myself in the face, see what it stands for. Okay. So this huge lag monster right here, this beautiful beast of a lag monster that just from the quick 5 seconds I spent to spawn it in and take a look at it, I'm going to say is pretty well impenetrable. And I'm sorry, 3D, if I butcher this, but the Doniger work in progress. It is 3D Addict is the author of it. It's a beast. This thing is massive. Radioscopic thermal electric. It's a nuclear generator space. Seems safe. They work like solar, like a generator power drive. Huh. What you got, 3D? Let's hear it. Really? Which one? That's epic. That is awesome. I love it. There's if you look through the newest stuff, I would say safely 80 to 90% of the new POIs are all Anvil community. And I love it. That is epic. You guys freaking rock. Looking through there and seeing names I recognize, people I've played with, builds that I've used in game, guys that I go, oh, that's really cool, and I download your build on the workshop and I take it apart piece by piece to see how it's done. And now I'm seeing you up here. Hey, you're part of the game. You're part of creating this game, making it better. That's freaking awesome. So my hat's off to you. You guys are what I aspire to be when it comes to that. Okay, so 3D. Do you want to put anything in the chat? Any talking points you might want to throw out while we wait on the 3090 to render this beautiful monstrosity? I'm guessing MCRN, correct? It's Wazoo. Okay. I will go by that then. Few Easter eggs. Okay. So if you want me to show the Easter egg, let me know. And you'll have to either shoot me a message, put it in chat where they're at. If you want to just leave them for people to find, and I happen to run across one, then so be it. But I won't necessarily go look. This thing is huge. This how many hours did it take? I'm guessing this had to have been. Mm, I'm guessing this had to have been at least 100 hours. At least. So, other than the God mode, let me look for an. You know your ship is an absolute beast when a 3090 graphics card is kind of skipping, at least on my screen, to get all of this rendered in. And yes, I'm one of those idiots, way overpaid for a 3090. But in my defense, I had a 2080 that I bought at a garage. It worked for me for a couple years and died. And I wasn't able to stream or any of that. So I kind of was out of options and was at the mercy of retailers. I way overpaid for it, but I figured if I'm going to do it and overpay for something, I may as well overpay for the best thing, right? Okay. Rock in a hard place. Okay. I know there's an entrance somewhere. Is this laggy for you guys too, or is it just kind of laggy for me? Here's nope. Extra. Right. Nope. Then there's a door. That's got to be a way in, right? Yeah, I think it's honestly just the sheer mass of this ship. So, like, let me put this in perspective. This is the uh, XXL landing pad that J ran. This thing is huge. I mean, this ship is a monster. Well, let me get off planet. This might help the lag a little bit, and then we'll go through it. Holy blast! Holy cow! Oh, that's fancy. Oh, oh, oh. Find the fake guns on the side. Fake gun. Turn off red alert. there a shortcut? Oh, switching the pilot. Okay. Towards the front, fake guns. Okay. Looking. Get Wi-Fi. Ah, this is very well hidden. The back of those guns go to. Okay. I see a little orange door. This one? Guard. Medical. Air. Yes, sirree. Okay. Turn off combat mode. Off. Drive thrusters. Those on. Welcome on board, Commander of MCRM Doniger. Pretty cool LCD work, honestly. That's pretty slick. Okay, let's get off the landing pad. Maybe it'll help some of the lag. This thing is a beast, guys. I might not have spawned in a big enough threat for this thing to actually fight. Just saying. So, we're in space. No, I agree. Something this size should not turn on a dime. Something this size needs to be slow and lumbering, but deadly at the same time. I think you've done, just from the little bit I've messed with it thus far. Oh, more ammo. Wow. Okay. I will do that. I will double everything here. No, I figured. I just spawned it in on the pad to kind of show it off. I'm still in God mode right now so that I can get lifted off the planet and everything. I just wanted to kind of slow the lag down a bit. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a lag monster. It is massive. So let's take a look here. It is, holy, 36, we'll call it 0.4 million CPU, guys. If ever whether it was an in-game ship, this is it. How many quantum? How many quantum? Not what I clicked at all. Devices. Oh, holy cow! How many quantums are in this thing? Wow! Let's see here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 regular core and extenders. 226 core items. Wow. Wow. Take a look here. $217 quantum. Small fry. A regen shield. Honestly, though, I mean, for a ship this size, other than the quantum, this isn't that bad. Really and truly. For a ship this size, it is not that bad. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. And look at the numbers here. I mean, I'm not a lab coat, but let's see. You have almost 3,000 minute lift thrust. Wow. Size class 92. So the downside that I see to this is most servers aren't going to allow it. So single player might be the only way you get away with it. Most servers are not going to allow a size class 92 vessel to be spawned in. Do I think it's freaking epic? Yes, I do. And so size class, guys, there's so many little things that go in. Every triangle block, every light, every deco block, any polygon, all of that goes into a size class. What size class is his server, 3D? Or does he have size classes turned off? Give the old bloop here. Not even bloop is delayed. Wait, under 50? Okay. And don't get me wrong, guys. Size class 92 for something this size, just look at all of the thrusters back of it. And let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 per pod times. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna let me level up. How many dreadnoughts do you want me to put this thing up against, 3D? Because I think one is not enough. Oh, I don't have one. Oh, Scarly. Awesome with the raid. Thank you very much. Epic. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. How'd your build go? We're gonna add an armor locker right here, if there's not already. I'm sure there's. I didn't. I just need to put armor here, as you can tell. Slow but coming along. Hey, also guys, I just want y'all to know, I can't even count off the top of my head how many times the Scarly's name was on the update information for POIs and stuff added in game. So big, huge hype for a Scarly for giving us a whole bunch of new stuff to kill us. Sure, that seems shit. We'll just do that. Just so I don't die instantly. Bye-bye. The lag seems to have subsided. So both sides of the bridge. No, a Scarly. Hey, big hype. I appreciate it. Huge. huge thank you. Can't say thank you. And even Vermilion, that bastard. Thank you guys for all you do to keep this game interesting and challenging. And if y'all haven't checked them out, be sure to stop by one of us Scarley's streams. Scarley does a ton of POI work for Imperium. So if you've not stopped by and seen the build process and all of that, definitely check it out. Scarley, again, thank you very much. Matt, what's going on? Doing all right, bud? We are checking out the Donager work in progress for Reforged Eden. Here, me. Light. There we go. There's a little bit of lag because this ship is size class 92. It is a B. We are getting ready to get out of render range so that it doesn't crash my computer. We're going to spawn in. So, 3D. How many dreadnoughts should I spawn in and put against? And remember, my dreadnought is full Xeno. So how many dreadnoughts should I put this thing up against? Kiva says at least 2. I don't want this to be like a 9-hour stream. My wife will kill me. Oh no, by all means, 3D, I figured. If I were on a server, I would never do. Pendimus, what's going on? How you doing? I have no issues against the Tovera. So a single Tovera, 0 issues. So let's do this. So literally my dreadnought, I use this in my testing environment. It's literally Vermilion's dreadnought, except full Xeno. I mean, it's literally the one I use for testing. This one is exactly a copy and paste, and I just changed all the blocks. I think I might have added a few different guns. So let's do this. Just because of the size and the sheer I will screw your world up of the Donic. Let's do this. I think a fair fight is a Dread and a Kimmerat made of Xeno. What do y'all think? Think that's fair? I think so. So the Kimmerat, y'all might actually remember. Uh-oh. Where are y'all at, Pendimus, that you're in lockdown? Is it because of COVID? God, I'm so tired of COVID. I get it. It's serious, scary. I'm exhausted. Athena? Athena, what part of the world? Not trying to be nosy, just wondering. I'm nosy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to write all these freaking ammunitions down so this doesn't take me 10 hours to. Oh, sorry, guys. Squeaky drawer. My computer desk is one that I made in shop class in like 8th grade, so. Okay, Mark 240. 300. Oh, okay. Australia. Nice. Freaking COVID, man. I'm over it. I'm not, and like I said, guys, I'm not knocking the serious stuff. I'm just, I'm in one of those jobs where, uh, even when they said go back to normal, we couldn't. So it, it it's been challenging. I'm tired of wearing a mask. I'm tired of, and I'm not a social butterfly by any means, but tired of not being able to go hang out with a buddy and have a beer. I like beer. I like my friends. I mean, it'd be different if I had been stuck at home and been able to make this a full time job. I love doing this. I love all you guys. You guys are awesome. But having to go to work still every day, while I am so grateful for a paycheck, kind of sucks having to follow all of like the day one protocols. I'm Vince. Sorry. I'll shut up and write these down so I can get on with it. All right, so first one, Mark 240 laser call. Okay. 250. This thing's gonna be a beast. I'm just warning you, because I put almost every fancy gun you could get on this thing. Because when I'm building my, the people have gone weird. I won't even get into that. I digress. 406 L5. Let's just blow up some imaginary or some video game spaceship. I'll be happy. 40 mil. Oh, yeah. I know there was 40. I'll have to come back to that. I wrote down 40. And L3. Fill. What didn't get filled? 40 millimeter thermal flash shell. 40 millimeter thermal flash. Fill all. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to turn this one to 0x before I fill the weapon. And then I'm going to have to go over to the dreadnought and turn it to 0x after the weapon. Okay, so into, and into the 0x 125. Okay. 0x is 125. Okay. Whoa! I have all of the diseases. That thing freaking screwed me up quick. Oh, geez. Didn't waste any time. I'm guessing I'm not friendly with the 0x. Oh, 5.8, Mark 200, L3, and 375. .8, Mark 200, L3, oh Oh, nice. Throw it up there, Tentamus, and I'll test it with the new features of Empyrean 1.5 because we've already found a few. 375. Fill. I need tax it. Takes off for some reason. Fill. Turn the shields on, oxygen on. Turn the shields and oxygen on this. We have to take all kinds of med packs. Elriel, thank you for that follow very much. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Anvil test drive, where we take your stuff and get it blown up. That's mostly what it is. We also do some legitimate science. The new updates come out, so once I get it blown up by a spaceship, I take it and I test explosion rate. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's also a good time. Hopefully. Where are we? We are looking for the doctor. So, wait. And give it a few minutes while it renders. Okay, before we go put this thing in comp 3D, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough. Excuse me, guys. Whiskey drink. So we've kind of already shown the outside of this. I'm just going to do a kind of quick fly through of the inside because holy storage. How many storage? Holy cow. 2, 8, 10, 15. And I'm guessing they're all 320. I'm just going to go with RAM. Yeah. 15 320k storage. Wow. Okay. Do a quick fly. Love. I can't even imagine a build this size. 6 months, you said, right? Of texturing and building. And let me get rid of all my everything. I'm not even sure these three will get rid of everything else. What do I have left? Radiation poisoning? Ionizing radiation. And I was on fire. I need water. Oh, God. That thing screwed me up. Where's the water? Does that take care of fire? How about this one? You would never have to leave the ship. You could literally just park it and never leave it. Once you had the resources to bring this in, you're done with the game forever. Okay, we're gonna do this away. Okay, that should put out the fire. Now I need a shower. Only one or two to choose from. See, will my HUD even show this thing? That's a container. Not a. I didn't want a shower. Sorry, guys, for the just making you dizzy. Just trying to get to a shower. So much in this ship. It's huge. That is a container controller, not a shower. Okay, lap. Shower. Go back this way. I'm not responsible for motion sickness. I am kind of sorry. Shower! Does that help get rid of ionizing radiation? No, it does not. I don't know what gets rid of ionizing radiation. Okay, so I don't know where to start on this thing, 3D. It's huge. Dead space, thrusters, generator room. No, I'm guessing 3D. You didn't leave any of this accessible, right? On purpose. I'm in God mode. And once we start fighting something, I'll. Oh, is this your secret exit right here? Did I find it? Your quickie exit? I just don't. I want to make sure I kind of show off at least most of it. Okay, I think this leads back to the container control. Yep. So these are the ammo controls, right? Ammo and harvest. So let's just do this. I don't think this thing's too big, guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you every section of the ship. So I'll say this. It is on the workshop. If you want to go through it, down. And definitely give it a like. Give it an award. Whatever you can do. Because in the 5-10 minutes of me playing through this thing, 3D has put so much work into it. He's textured more than I have in 2,000 hours of playing in one ship. So definitely show it some love. We're going to go through the P menu. I'm going to see what all's in here, take a kind of look at it that way. And then we'll go get in a fight. How's that sound? So 10 cargo systems, 31 cargo boxes / controllers, 2 cockpits. I'm guessing you have a secure and a non-secure. 18 constructors, advanced all the way to small. 3 crew stations, alien. 146 humans. 4 food processors, 15 fridges, 91 generators. And they are, I'm guessing some of those are sacrificed. Harvest. You do have a couple of multi-turrets, or a multi-turret and a retractable drill turret. Harvest. You have I'm sure there's a farm here with all the hydroponics lamps. You have more than a complete medical bunch of RCS. So 3D, let me ask you, do RCS make a difference? Have you noticed with a ship this size a difference with RCS in a period in Reforged? There are 265 normal turrets and 2 heavy missile turrets. Okay, so 40 bays of the new hydroponic. So the new hydroponics, I've not really messed, but it's the equivalent of a 3x3 grow plot in one thing, and you pick one item, and it picks the whole thing. So no more pick per square. And a regenerative, I can't talk. Regenerative shield generator. These are the big 500,000 CPU, 250 or 25,000 hit points. Okay. So, with that being said, let us get to a cockpit. Let's go pick a fight. Go be a bull. We'll do that. Oh yeah, this seems like the right choice. Okay. That does the missiles. I want the flinger. There we go. Okay. We are heading into a battle. So let's see. The lag should be real. Actually, let me turn off God. We'll let all those little things go away. Because I forgot while you're in God mode, none of your stuff goes away. Do I have oxygen? Dude, why am I cold? I'm not cold. I was cold. Okay, thank you. Catch up, game. God, I can't wait to see the lag. Yeah, by all means, let me jump on. Let me stop. Let me jump on Discord real quick, 3D. Um, let's go. Are you on, by chance, 3D? Are you on my Discord or are you on Anvil or Excalibur's Discord? Again, guys, I can't thank y'all enough for the follows today. Hopefully, we can figure out a few of the bugs with 1.5, get Talon and all of them on it, and we'll go from there. All right, 3D, let me, because XCal's on his live voice, let's jump on. Do you have access to, let me, I'll jump on live. Oh, what was that? Matt, thank you, sir. Thank you for the sub. Woozy Mike. Let's see. Who did that? Who did that? Matt, thank you for those gift subs, man. That's epic. Big hype. Styx Annihilator, Yellowstar, Thunder 3D, They Call Me Buddy, Darkheart, Bossman, El Donk. El Donk? Wow. Woozy, Mika. Guys, thank you so much. Definitely check out the Anvil Discord, and then also link on to the JTKe Gaming Discord. I do have a few of my builds that are, subscriber only type stuff. And then, yeah, check it out. And if you're subbed, let me know. On the Anvil side, I'll put in the vouch for you. I might know a guy to get you that citizen status to get you onto the Anvil Season 3 Empyrean server for Reforged Eden. Guys, I can't thank y'all enough. That's epic. Wow. Okay, let me jump on. 3D, you there?
Hey, man.
What's going on, brother? You doing all right? Here we go. First shot. Lag begins. Oh, holy crap. Look at the amount of stuff leaving this shit. Wow. Holy cow. I can't even.
But you have most of the weapons face the main threat.
Hang on, let me turn you up. I can't hardly hear.
You can go a little bit just slightly lower than.
Okay, so you said drop down a little bit. So tank them from what, like a 30, 40-degree angle.
Actually, what I would suggest just face toward the main dreadnought. Just don't even bother about the small ship.
Holy cow. We are already going black on ammo, guys. So, 3D, what would you suggest do you already have turrets set up to go for a specific thing? Holy cow. This is epic. Can you still hear me, 3D?
No, I don't. Always going head on Tovira especially, just facing. I don't have any possibility to set it up in the turret group.
Okay, so head on.
Yeah. But as for the height, I would suggest find your perfect spot. The most weapons gonna be shooting at the same time.
And I'm sorry, guys.
Weapons on the left, try to slightly turn around, either on the sides or go lower.
Okay. And I'm sorry, guys. The lag is very real. We have some monster ships in here, so the lag is very real. Okay. So I think the
On the back of the ship there is not that many turrets. Most of the weapons are from front to mid.
so we ran into an issue in vanilla, and I think it's very much a case in Reforged too. That inside of a secure cockpit, you as the player still take damage.
In this ship, even after the whole front of the ship was totally destroyed, the player is still fine. There is nothing anywhere close to the cockpit.
And I showed that. So, guys, as soon as the lag catches up, look, I want to show y'all, if you can hear me over the noise, this cockpit, 100% intact, and I'm already down to 373 health with a broken leg. So, this is something that we're going to report to Talon, and
keep in mind that the ship is long, so most likely front of your ship is way behind the Tovira.
oh yeah, 3D.
You go a little bit backward. You just keep some distance.
Back in. Sorry, with the lag, it's kind of hard. So 3D, would you say top down, straight on side, full frontal?
Full frontal.
Okay.
That's the best solution. And just like I said, if you want the main weapons, just use Q and E to rotate the ship.
Okay, let me get halfway full frontal here.
I think they are still under the Tovira. Yeah, go backwards, go backwards.
Sticks, is it an old issue? I haven't run into it. Up a little more. Up. Nope. I think we're good right there.
A little bit more. Q and E. So you're gonna see when is the most common shooting action.
Okay, 20's out.
And the camera with this ship is useless. It's too big lag.
This thing's a beast to be causing this much lag.
Go lower. There below you.
Okay, coming down.
I told you to fill up loads of ammo.
Yeah, you weren't wrong.
When I was testing it, I pretty much filled all of the containers maximum with ammunition.
This thing's a beast, man.
Yeah, and it's eating ammo like.
Oh yeah, it's definitely in game. There's no doing this as a starter.
No, that's very late end game.
Got some ammo again. Okay. Think we're in a good position. Think. See. Go into God mode. See if we can watch this unfold from a distance here. Holy crap! That is so much. Wow. Wow. And okay. Wow, man. 3D, the firepower on this thing.
That's how it's supposed to be the worship, right?
It is definitely that, man. This thing is a beast. So just so y'all know, the Tovera and the Kemerat that this thing are going up against are 100% Xeno. I've added nothing but tier 2 weapons to them. And I've moved the cores from their original location so that they are harder to kill. And this thing is still sending out, I'd say, 10 pieces of ammunition for every one that both of them sent.
Can you position yourself diagonally to the left and then below so the front turret's gonna actually
Yeah, let me get back into the ship.
the very first version.
And again, sorry guys, the lag is very real. That and all I'm currently hearing is a bunch of explosions. So, in case y'all didn't hear, 3D was asking me to kind of get a little more better side profile on the ships that I'm shooting at. Anything I've built, I would have already been literally crapping myself. So the fact that it's like, you know what? Let's turn to the side a little bit. Just what do you think? Nose down a little bit, 3D.
Yeah, and try to sit like 45 degrees angle.
I know the lag's a little bit, the stream's a little behind. What? How do you think of that?
Check which side is less damage, where is there more weapons. Most likely on the right side of the ship there is still more weapons.
Yeah, let me do a 180. We'll present the other side to it for a minute. So like I said, this my Dread refurb is for testing my combat CV. It is everything that you would consider OP. It's entirely made of Xeno. The core has, I don't even know, probably 40 blocks of Xeno around it, as do all of the generators. The only thing exposed on the hull are the turrets. So this is how I test my in-game combat. So if this thing takes down this Dreadnought and this Kimmerat, it'll take down
Try to
anything
use,
in the game.
Q and E a little bit.
I'm sorry, what was that, 3D?
Try to use Q and E for a little bit, just to find out where is still the most weapons intact.
Okay. We're froze for a second. There we go. Now we're...
To be honest, I'm quite curious how the fight gonna end.
And if you want 3D, I'll send you the damage, the blueprint on this with the damage state saved.
Yeah, you can. As for adding ammo, just fill your inventory and then click fill all. Gonna be much better.
I couldn't even imagine actual in-game ammo consumption like this. We've gone through so many rounds. I mean, this thing has to fire a third to a tenth of its ammo every time.
I would suggest changing position because I see that most of the fire is coming from them, not from the Donager.
Okay, missiles are refilled, so we should start seeing some more firepower. So Akiva, I think there's only 2 left to test for Reforged, and they're both kind of smaller CVs. Actually, I think one's an S. So with that few number, I wanted to actually give them a legitimate test instead of rushing through it in any way, shape, or form. I do think, though, seeing this and what it's done to these two ships at the same time, this thing is the end game ship. If you can get it on a server and actually play with it, yeah, this is the only ship you will ever need. So 3D, I'm gonna go ahead and say, man, this is an epic build. Let me go through and I'm gonna shut everything off real quick, so maybe the lag stops.
You can switch on the.
Oh, holy missiles! Can anybody hear anything other than boom, 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 boom? Hang on. Boom, 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 boom. That's all I hear. Okay, I'm gonna shut that one down. We'll get over to the Kimmerat. There's nothing left of the Kimmerat. Shut that one down. We'll get over here to the Doniger. Shut that one down. Okay, no more Pluies. In space, there should be no sound. So let's take a quick look around and see what kind of the damage state is. 3D, did you say you want me to save the damage state on the blueprint?
Well, right now I can see that it's much better than it was before. And still, most of the weapons on the front they are intact. That's good.
I mean, for the most part, it's cosmetic. A few turrets missing.
Nothing major, to be honest.
No,
And like you see those guns on the side, there is most of the decoy generators inside. So like I was predicting that the weapons on the AI ship's gonna go for them, and that keeps as well all of the damages away from the main ship.
it does very well. I mean, most of these turrets in the rear, 100% intact.
And the thing is that I wanted to do that in case if you're gonna start taking heavy damages, then you're gonna still be able to escape. So I wanted to keep the engines away from any fire.
One, I mean, even all these turrets right up front, all these are still 100% intact. So it was literally going for the front easy targets that it could do. And I mean, with the shield generator that's on there, it didn't even hardly take that down until halfway through the end of it.
Yeah.
So epic build. This thing is a beast of a ship. A beast. I don't even know. There's not even another word in my vocabulary. So, guys, definitely get on the workshop. Check out the Donager work in progress. 3D Addict. Get with him. Give him some hype. This thing is awesome.
Can you show how does your Tovira look like?
Yep, let's go look at the full Xeno Tovera fragments that are left.
I think the other ship is in worse shape.
Yeah, no, the Kimmerat is Kimagon. So the Tovera, again, literally most of these hallways were completely filled with Xeno. This was literally designed as a test combat vessel.
Switch on your flashlight on the suit. Gonna be easier to see.
Oh, yeah. I'm in God mode, so the flashlight. But literally, this thing is chock full of Xeno. There is nothing but Xeno blocks. There's very little empty space, very little place where there's no block. And look at the hole this thing chewed in. It chewed through 3/4 of this shit. I literally have, well, let's see, I can show you. $35 turrets left out of the over 200 that it started. So you can see, I mean, let's go take a look at the Camerat. Well, what's left of the Camerat? The entire nose section is just gone. So on this one, so you guys know, if you ever fight one in battle, the core is, if you aim at this little section right here.
To Raven that if he want to use that ship for either like a destroyed version or anything, just use it.
So if you ever go up against,
Vermilion gonna see it or not. Most likely he will.
so if you ever go up against the Camerat, unless they've moved it, the core is right in this center section. So if you, and it is Xeno in the game. So if you can take that out, you've got this. I have the core, but the core and all of these CPU blocks are at the very, very back, completely encased in Xeno. And again, this is another ship I use for testing. So the fact that it chewed through this thing like that, that is epic. I mean, look how much is left of the front of this. There's an entire section of this ship just gone. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the Doneger, 100% ready to go, end game, reforged Eden investment. But you better be ready to work for it because it needs a lot of quantum.
Now the Donager is still look fully intact compared to those ships.
Oh yeah, the Donager, what are you missing? A dozen blocks? So definitely, guys, the Donager, work in progress. And this is, again, a work in progress. So imagine when it's completed. Definitely check it out on the workshop. If you need an in-game CV that ends all in-game CVs, definitely check it out. Excellent work, 3D. I appreciate you submitting that, man. So glad I got the chance to test it. This was going to be a battle in attrition for sure.
And the only bad thing about it is that it caused too much lag.
It does cause a little bit of lag. It'd be interesting to see how it did on a server single player. I don't know how it would do multiplayer.
But I hope that after it's gonna be completed, it's not gonna cause too much lag. Because I was speaking with one of the guy who is creating pretty much most of the chips for Polaris and Xerax for Reforged Eden. So he told me that every single empty space inside the ship, it's adding to triangular count, just like in 3D modeling. And that if you have a lot of triangles, it requires more computing power, so it's gonna cause more and more lag.
Yeah, every triangle, every polygon, all of that. And that's why lag shot armor was so bad for servers. I still don't trust it. A lot of my combat builds still have lag shot armor. But yeah, the triangles, the polygon, the windows, a lot of those cause a lot of lag. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to go to the restroom. We'll be right back. We'll finish up these two builds. 3D, thank you so much for submitting that. I had a blast with it. I can't wait to see the thing in actual game. and I can't wait to see it when it's no longer a work in progress. Thank you so much for submitting it. Thank you guys, everything y'all do, all the hard work, all the builds, everything, and I hope I can at least give you some idea of how they're going to perform in the real game.
It was definitely my pleasure. So thank you again for testing it and for showing it on stream.
Anytime, brother, anytime. So give me a quick second. I'll be right back and we'll finish up these last two builds and we'll go on from there. All right, everybody. Sorry for my tiny girlish bladder. Yeah, no, 3D, it took like 0 damages. See here. So do this and Empyrean. All right. No, but I mean, 6 months is 6 months on a build. That's an epic amount of time to spend on a build. So thank you for all of your hard work. Thank you for everything you've done. And I can't wait to see it when it's finished. So with that said, we're going to move on to the next one. Elriel, the ESS Samio Zeno T4 Reforged Eden. This is, for all intents and purposes, a don't screw with me, I'm richer than you ship. From the outside, got all the luxuries, solar panels, bunch of guns, landing bay, some Xeno, I think, if I'm not wrong. But it also has nice cushy interior. So I'll pause here a second so you guys, if you want, you can screenshot this and read it. Kind of a little overview of everything on this ship. There's a lot to it. I'm going to kind of do a quick fly through. Pilot seat. A lot of LCD work. Reserved for repair bay. Place the console behind you. So you replace this with your repair console. You replace this block with your repair. So we are size class 7, unlock 25. It is minuscule amounts over CPU. It's still at 100% efficiency. Okay, sorry, I'm wrong. The console to replace behind the window. So let me correct myself. Okay, so this console right here, you replace with your repair console, your repair bay. That's cool. This is a really neat build. You've got clone chamber O2. I love it. Clone chamber hype. Excal trigger hype. You've got your double hangar bay doors. You can come in for a vertical landing and takeoff. You've got all of your ramps right here to come up from ground level into here. Everything's on signals and sensors. You've got all of your elevators labeled. Again, epic build. You can tell you put a lot of time and effort into this. You have access to, God, so you have access to a lot of your thrusters, all of your parts and pieces, so you upgrade, repair, you name it. Just all kinds of room. Starboard engineering, you've got generators, thrusters, more generators. Are these for solar capacitors, Elrio? Access to everything. I love that repair and upgradability. Bait generators and armor now. Nice. And it's luxury. Look at this. You can go mess with people and do it in style and comfort. You got direct access to the outside. So let's jump into it. Plenty of lift thrust, no issue whatsoever. So Elreal, would you call this mid-game, in-game? It's definitely not a starter. Let me make sure oxygen shield, all that's on. And like I said, guys, it may show up red because it is over CPU. But it's by such a minuscule amount that it's not going to affect you at all. It's still 100% CPU efficient. So, since I got you here, Elreal, what would you like to see done with this thing? How would you like it tested? Do you want combat tests? Do you want just general storage and lift? Yeah, no, by no means a starter. Here, let me show you the... so, nothing. 5600 Sathium, 7100 Xeno, 5800 Cobalt, 8300 Neo, 5100 Restroms, Cosium. So yeah, not a by no means a starter. No, I had something set up for this. Let me... where did I put it? Orbital mining. I had something set up for it. There you go. Oh, that's right. We used it against the. So, Elrio, how do you think this thing will do against the uh, brain fart? Scarring, right? Was the help me out, guys? It was the Star CV. Nimbus C4. Okay, so we'll do the. Let me out easier on me because that's the important thing in the end. We'll take it up against the Nemesis battle cruiser that Star faction has put in the game. Come on. The Tier 4. Let me make sure. Bone Dog, what's going on? How you doing? Still looks like it has pretty decent firepower. So yeah, put it up against the Nemesis battle cruiser. See how she does. Bug. Taxi. Power off so it doesn't. Like, generators explode. 240. Get the ammo written down. 30. 15. 7. L3. 140. Mark 200. Those are the ones we'll do. I do, Scarly, I do. I don't have the OPV version. Apparently, it is not showing up in my list. So I've just been setting them to the Xerax faction and letting them go. I did it that way. This is going to take forever doing it that way. Whoop. Okay, got those. 15. 37. Yeah. I don't know. Scarly, if I pop a alien core in this, does that automatically fill it with ammo and everything? Or do I still have to have ammo in it? Let's give it a try. Me. Do Scarly, does this have in game? Does this have an admin or does this have just a regular NPC? I think we might just throw an admin to Red. Okay. Oh, let me. Your faction. Okay. All right. So it should be good to go. Get back to my ship. 1211. Okay. Ping. Okay, here we go. The Star Nemesis. You make sure all the turrets are set, so I'm not that guy again. Yep. They will shoot at the stuff we need them to shoot at. So, what do you guys think? Should we go turrets or Jennies on this? I kind of think we need to narrow it down just a little bit. No big 0-0 set them on. I don't want to become famous and buy followers. I would much rather just have a few select awesome freaking epic people. Okay. Here we go to save the day from the Xerax. Okay. I mean, I know there's some Xeno. We're going to do the run and gun route. Hey, Scarly, if you have the EBP for this OPV, can you send it to me? I would love to use it in game, like in my test drive stuff. Because I think this is a good judge for a normal OPV that you're going to run into in game versus just putting everything against like a dreadnought. I'll have to look. I haven't checked the workshop for it. I just kind of assumed since it was an OPV it would be in my directory, but apparently it's not. Thing not shooting back? I thought it shot. Yeah, it's shooting back. Okay. We're just demolishing it at a fantastic rate. Oh. This is an epic little ship. Forever 4, thank you. How you doing? We're doing some 1.5 as of today update testing on a few builds. Seeing how they do against the Xerax version of a Star Nemesis. So far our shields haven't even gone down. Because this thing's so freaking maneuverable that can't be hit. Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na-na. I guess I should say on my streams, if you get motion sickness easy, look away. I kind of fly like a freaking cloud. I'm all over the damn place. So yeah, Forever 4. This is a build that was submitted to the Anvil test drive. Show you the stats here. It was from El Real. Size class 7, unlock 25. It is a luxury combat, we'll call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this thing Defang. Let's get to the turret. Just take out the Jennies real quick. Exactly, kill shit in style. Because if you can't do that, what's the frickin' point? I think once we chew through this hangar door. So yeah, agreed, Akiva. This thing insanely maneuverable. To the point where I'm having to constantly pay attention to what I'm doing when I'm doing my little annoying gnat circle flybys. Very awesome. Take a look. Did we even really take any damage? We still have all of our turrets. And this is against, now granted, it's the Scar version of the Nimbus battle cruiser. So, I mean, a fair amount of weapon on board. Now, like Ascarly said, this is not the OPV version. Unfortunately, I can't get that in my blueprint factory for some reason. I'll look into it. I'll check the workshop. Maybe it's on there. Yeah, like El Real said, shields never even went all the way down. So if you're quick and you're agile and you maneuver, I think you could take on, dreadnoughts and legacy infectors all day long to get all of the parts and pieces. No, it's not on the workshop. I'll have to look through my blueprint files of Charlie and see if it's actually on here. It should be, because I know I blueprinted it. And yeah, Gura, it was actually shooting back in the beginning. It's just there's no turrets left for it to really shoot back with. And if you look at it, the angle of some of these turrets, unless you're directly over the top of them, can't even shoot back at you. So, I mean, once you defang quite a bit of it, you're more than okay as far as that goes. This is just, I want to test, make sure how maneuverable it is, make sure everything works in 1.5, basically. One thing I will say, El Real, the J. Randall radar, I don't know if you know or not, but they actually have a functional version of it that, and there went the Jennies, that actually gives you long range radar. So well worth it if you switch that out. So let me see. Make sure I'm doing it right. Internal. Should be internal. CV, right? Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, they do take some CPU. Come on, game. We're froze for a second. Having to think about what it's doing in life. maybe? Maybe not? Stand by for standby while we wait for the game to catch up. Yep. Stand by for standby. Break it? Maybe we broke it. There it goes. Okay. So if I filter, Starly, do you remember what faction it was listed under? Or was it under the Star faction? Cerberus or Nemesis? Oops, get out of the seat. Go this again. So this is the OPV version, correct, Scarly? Okay. Sure. So with Scarly, with these, I still need to fill the ammo, right? It's just all the other stuff. No? So I can just faction it and go? So this is 1256. Let's see here. Holy firepower. Okay, come on, get back in so we can fly. Jeez, I lost the cockpit. Where'd it go? Sorry. I'm upside down. That makes it hard. Shields are gone. Oh, there we took some hits. Missiles are catching up. It's alright. It's OP for a reason. Go away, missiles. Don't catch me. Look at them just following me. I have a horde of missiles following me. Don't catch me. I promise it'll be okay if you just give up. You would think, Akiva, I would have learned that by now. But no. How long do these missiles follow you? Holy cow. Oh, there they went. They caught up finally. We're losing a little bit here. Now, keep in mind, I didn't repair this ship after the first incursion either. But we didn't lose shields either, so. We're still giving her hell. We're still moving. Taking all our damage on that front right side. We're still shooting some missiles. Yep, we're still firing a few. Sorry again, guys, for the loop-de-loop, but it's effective, so why not? Uh-oh, I think we're almost out of turrets, guys. Yeah, I think we might be out of turrets. Let's back off and check real quick. Let's check real quick, see how many turrets we have left after we got our rear end. We still had 1 flak and 4 laser turrets left. Okay. Well, I mean, that's doable. Let's take a look at the damage here. Oh! I am sorry, Elriel. That, they hadn't made it to the shields yet, though. You can still see the shield generator right there. So, I mean, if you were cautious and backed off and let the shields rebuild, you'd probably be okay. And it's still so maneuverable. I mean, you saw, I was still doing 90-degree turns in space. This thing I definitely think is very good combat CV. And you know what? I won't even say combat. This is a good all-around replacement for a base CV. I would feel comfortable going anywhere in the galaxy and legitimately. I would load all of my goods up in this and I would fly around the galaxy. End of story. Yeah, Scarly. The OPV one, unfair. Not cool. That's my the OPV vessels have this weird unfair advantage. I'm not a fan of it, but at the same time I get it. No, Elriel, that build is awesome. Epic. Thank you so much. Try testing against Tying Long. You're evil, Scarlet. Oh, you are evil. No, Elriel, I definitely like that build. That one I'm definitely saving. In fact, there's a real chance that I will be using that this season. So Forever 4, it was submitted in the Anvil Test Drive submissions channel. If you want to check it out, it is on the workshop. The only one that is not on the workshop is one that Annie Noaim submitted. And the initial one is on the workshop, but he sent me an update. So the update is not on the workshop yet. Give me 1 second. On game. Too many filters. Nice, Akiva. Is anybody else running into this blueprint workshop freezing thing? Nice. Well, there you go, Elriel. Akiva is on board with using yours for his next season Reforged Eden starter or CV. Standing by for standby. Just when you thought you built a powerful enough PC, Reforged Eden proved you wrong. Standing by. Is that what causes it, Bone Dog? Is searching through all the blueprints? Maybe? You might have to do the old Control-Alt-Deleted and try again. Oddly enough, it looks like it took some damage. There we go, maybe? There we go. Yeah. Phoenix. Come on, game. Go bye-bye. I apologize, guys. This is new to me. Yeah, give me a second, Elriel. Let me get the game to cooperate again. You might have to do a brief commercial-like interruption to let the game catch up. Yeah, I'm trying. It's still catching up. I'm guessing this is game and engine related, not PC related. Surely, because the CPU I have in here has like 12 cores. Surely it's not CPU related. Or maybe I do just suck at building computers. Who knows? Professional streamer, y'all. Professional. Well, it appears we are frozen, ladies and gentlemen. So, unfortunately, we have 2 builds left for Reforged Eden. I'm going to have to figure out this blueprint thing and get this working right, because Alt F4 isn't even doing it, Akiva. So I'm going to have to restart the PC and try and figure something. I will, unfortunately, have to call this quits for today. And we will have to stream the last 2 tomorrow, once I get this kind of figured out. Maybe a restart will work. Guys, I appreciate you all so very much. You are epic for stopping in. Thanks for all the subs and everything else, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we can get this sorted out. I've got some bug reports to do, and hopefully season 3 is the best season yet. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'll get this sorted out, and we will see y'all in